speakerphones. So can you introduce the members of the groups and the roles each member play?
Hey, I'm Mandy Stewart speaking on behalf of the rest of the speakerphones. I unfortunately couldn't make it out tonight, but hey, I'm here and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm lead vocal and rhythm guitar, and I write most of the lyrics for our originals. Alan Ruiz from Colombia, he's our lead guitarist, and we write most of the music around the riffs he comes up with for our originals. And Jesse Tolstrup, our keyboard player and backup vocal. Eric Lefebvre is on bass and backup vocals, and Blair McDonald is our drummer to keep us all together.
So how did you guys end up forming the group?
How did we end up forming the group? Okay, so this is a long story, but I'll try to keep it short and sum it up. I moved to Vancouver about 1.5 to 2 years ago, not meaning to have a band at all, really. I am still part of this talent agency called Bone Rattle Talent here in Vancouver. They deal with a lot of burlesque dancers and models and musicians, and I was on as an alternative model. But she knew I played a little bit of guitar, so she started getting me more music gigs than anything, and I was just doing them solo. And I met my drummer at a rockabilly jam, Saturday night jams, and I thought maybe I should get a drummer, have a two-piece so I don't feel so naked up there alone doing these gigs. So we did a few gigs as a duo, and then he suggested getting a bass player. He knew a guy. So happens he plays in 3-4 other bands with Eric. So they're a package group, and they're awesome. They're the tightest rhythm section you could ask for. So we played as a trio for a while. Then I ran into Alan at a bus stop, actually. I used to do his hair. I met him through my swing dance coach, of all people, and they met in Cuba. And he's from Colombia, and my swing dance coach is from Quebec, so it's a small world. I started doing Alan's hair and ran into Alan 3 months after I did his hair, and I just so happened to be having a party that night. He came over, we jammed. I invited him to be in the band, and that's how he came about. And I met Jessie at another jam that happens around town, and I saw her play, and I was like, who's that? Like, we need her. She's the cherry on top. And she comes from a small northern Alberta town in Canada, and I'm from a small northern BC town in Canada, so we're the northern connection there. So, yeah, that's how it happened. Didn't mean to happen, but I'm so glad it did, because we're having fun, and we have lots of big plans for the future.
How did you guys come up with the name TheSpeakerphones?
I came up with the name Speakerphones, actually, from our transit system here in Vancouver, BC. There's a big red button for emergencies that will put you onto speakerphones to the authorities if you're in trouble. So I thought that was kind of cool, the speakerphones.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting. Who are some of the people that influenced you guys together as a group as well as individually?
So I'm speaking for myself here, and I'm sure that the band would agree. They obviously have a little bit different influences than I have, but I'll just go ahead and say mine. So my dad is a huge influence on me. I've been playing music since I've always been around it. He used to be a career musician, traveled, toured for 10 years, played with some really cool people, won a lot of songwriting awards back in the day, and he's my huge influence. I used to do weddings with him when I was younger, and he's really helped influence a lot of how I go about the music industry. And I still look to him for advice, and I really appreciate him and his influence. And Jack White is another huge influence on me. I just think anything he touches is genius, and he can collaborate with anybody and just adapt perfectly, and I really enjoy him. Mother of Vancouver, Metric, Pixies, Cake. I came across this band this summer when I was back home for my birthday up north in Dawson Creek. No, not like the show. And these guys are called Soda Pony from Whitehorse, and that's way up north, way more north than I am, up in the Yukon. And my jaw dropped, and normally I have to listen to music and let it grow on me, acquired listening, but they immediately caught my attention, and they really re-inspired me, and I want to make people feel like how they made me feel when I listened to them. And they're going across Canada and living in Montreal for the winter, and I just really look up to them for how they're going about it. Two guys, Soda Pony, look them up. They're so good, and I really hope that they go somewhere, and I really look up to them.
More from the speakerphones when we come back from the break. Here's the speakerphones with Get My Mind.
Tried to sleep, but I just can't close my eyes. Watched a late night movie on the tube. Anything to get my mind off you. I'm just wondering where the time has gone. Trying to figure out where it went wrong. One too many dreams can't both come true. And I just gotta get my mind off you. You want your freedom, but you wanna hold decisions yours to make it on your own. You need to wander, got my needs too. Really think to get my mind off you. Anything to get my mind off you. Oh, anything to get my mind off you. Time has come to leave it all behind. To move ahead and see what I can find. Easy things to say, but hard to do. Anything to get my mind off you. I just gotta get my mind off you.
That was Sadat with Have My Heart. As a group, your music is very unique. What are some of the genres you guys enjoy recording and also playing for the fans?
Our sound, it kind of transcends several different genres. To put it in a nutshell, I'd say alternative rock, but we do have touches of classic rock, rockabilly, surf rock, really groovy, sing-along. It'll be stuck in your head by the end of it, and we have a few kind of 80s ballads, and they're really meaningful, and we pull them off, and we have fun doing it.
What is a typical experience like for you all when performing on stage?
A typical experience when performing live on stage is really awesome. We have really good chemistry, and we play really well off each other. And we get that from the audience as well, because they feel our good energy, and that it's just back and forth. It's a really nice relationship to have with the crowd. If you're sending out good energy, they feel it, and they want to give it back, and it's just a nice exchange of energy. We just have a lot of fun, and people can see that.
Now, your song Fence, which gets a lot of play on the station, has a very unique sound and style to it. How did you guys end up coming up with the lyrics and creative beat?
The song Fence, my dad actually wrote. The first time I heard his band play it, I was like, what is that? Can we cover it? So I actually kind of borrowed it from my dad, but he's more than happy. He loves, actually 4 of the songs that we're currently recording out of the 10, he actually wrote, and he's proud to have us cover them and do our thing with them. He loves songwriting, and he's really proud to see his little girl doing something with them and performing them and seeing them be appreciated in a different way than what he would do with them. So it's really nice to have him on my side for the writing aspect of things, and just to have that encouragement. The song is about a little bit of a sticky situation he got himself into when he didn't know it was a sticky situation, and some heartstrings got pulled, but the situation just was not in their favor at all. So if you listen to the lyrics, and you can perceive it that way and kind of know a little bit of the background. So it's just in how you take it, and just the whole vibe of that song is just so fun. That one will get stuck in your head, and it'll make you want to dance big time.
So, Mandy, can you introduce the song for us?
This is the Speakerphones and our song Fence. On behalf of the Speakerphones, I'm Mandy Stewart from Vancouver, BC, Canada, and you're listening to All in Your Ear.
Shock to the system. I got the fear of abandon. Hi, you're listening to All in Your Ear. That was Kirsten Marilyn with Radioactive. So if anyone listening want to get some more music, where could they find that at?
So if you like what you hear, you can get a hold of our music on, the best way would be the website, which is www.TheSpeakerphones.com. There's a free download on the website, and then to purchase for whatever price you want. I have it set up that way at a sliding scale because I don't want to gouge. I just want the music to get out there, and I want it for everybody to enjoy. So I really appreciate this opportunity as well. Thanks so much, All in Year. Another way you can get a hold of our music is, we have a Facebook page, so you can get caught up with that, like lots of photos and upcoming events, like things coming up, and we have a Reverb Nation, we have a band camp, but just from my website, it'll hook you up to all of our social media. We have YouTube, everything, so if you just go to the website, that's your best bet there.
So would you like to give any shout outs?
I'd like to give a shout out to Derek, my better half, for always being there and being supportive and understanding. I'd like to give a shout out to my dad, Bernie Stewart, for the continuous mentoring and influence and support. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, my biggest fan, always supporting, sharing, spreading the word. I'd like to give a shout out to the producer on those 3 songs that are on my website. I love what he did with them. I learned a lot. Chin and Jetty. Give a shout out to the rest of my bandmates that couldn't be here. Love you guys. We'll see you Tuesday for practice. Give a shout out to my sisters and my brother. And Soda Pony. I hope you're having fun in Montreal, and hopefully we can play a gig together in the near future. And to All in Your Ear.
Here's the speakerphones with The Hard Way.
The Speakerphones, Vancouver, Canada, all in your ear.